Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I thought I would do a weight loss little talk. I asked on Instagram what you would like me to do, either epilepsy video or weight loss talk first, and weight loss talk actually won. So I did ask on Instagram, you know, like any tips and tricks and you know what people want to know. I got no responses. So I thought, right, okay, that's fine. So I'm just gonna have a little chat with you all. So I have got my laptop on the floor, so I'm gonna try my best not to look down so much and stuff like that, but we'll see. I also feel a bit shit, so that's fine. It is what it is. Get on with it. Anyway, let's get into the video. So I actually filmed this video a few weeks ago, and it's really annoying because I filmed it and it was like, I really enjoyed filming it and it was really nice, and it was just basically talking about my weight loss experience. And then I come to edit it, and long story short, it was actually out of focus the whole time, and it was really annoying because it was like a 20-25 minute video, and I was like, for God's sake. So yeah, so we're not going to make that mistake again. So first things first, losing weight won't solve all your problems. Honestly, when I was 17 stone, I thought, you know, I'm going to get skinny, I'm going to be like the best of my best self and things like that. I'm going to be, you know, like perfect, you know, and whatnot. And you know what? It doesn't solve all your problems. You know what I mean? Like, you know, obviously, you know, it is going to help some problems, especially like if you are, I don't know how to put this without sounding awful, but like if you are like overweight, then it will obviously, you know, help some problems and stuff like that, really. But, and obviously it is good to be in good health in that respect. I'm not saying like don't lose weight because it won't solve any of the problems. I'm just saying like, you know, it won't solve all the problems that you think it's going to solve, to put it bluntly. I feel like ever since I've lost weight, I feel like all people say to me is, you know, sometimes I see these people all the time and they're like, oh my God, Caitlin, like your weight. Like everyone's always on about your weight. I have customers coming to shop about my weight. I have people like obviously on Instagram and TikTok and things like that. People will message me asking how much I weigh. Like, I'm sorry, that's really random. Like I've never had that before. And then it's like, yeah. So yeah, constantly people go on about your weight. And obviously some days, you know, you feel so confident, you know, you try some clothes on, and don't get me wrong, I can go into Primark now and try things on and be like, whoa, I'm a size 10. Would never think it. I haven't been a size 10 since I was probably about year 8. So what's that, like when you're like 12, 13? Is that about right? Yeah. Yeah, it's probably just like a size 14 from like 15 to like 18, 19, we'll say. And then I was like a 16 to 18 for a while as well. So just people talk about your weight a lot, which honestly, like I don't mind, but it does get draining, you know what I mean? Like especially when you're having your off days and you're a bit like, oh, I feel like shit today. Do you know what I mean? Don't know. And I don't know about you guys, but when I eat a lot of rubbish on that day, I feel really shit about myself, and it's just like, you know what I mean? Like I think I over worry too much now, which was before I didn't. And I think, you know, even though I feel sorry for the old me, I do feel like, you know, that I liked, you know, not thinking about food so much and not thinking about worrying and stuff like that, really. But it is what it is, I suppose. It's what happens, I suppose. But hopefully it'll get better with time. I feel like it is getting better. I mean, I haven't calorie counted since about, I think I come back from Paris and then I just stopped altogether, really. I'll say about 6 months, I haven't calorie counted unless it's for like a video or a TikTok or whatever. And, you know, I still, you know, drink my Clear Whey. I still have like, you know, the meals, very similar meals to what I had before, but I eat a bit more sweets and nowadays a bit more cake and things like that. And that's fine. Obviously it's fine, you know. It's all about balance, you know what I mean? As long as it's, you know, I always say you know, I say like 80-20. You know, you've still got your cakes and stuff like that, and your sweets and stuff like that, but also, you know, you're having your 3 meals a day that are full of protein and nutritious and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, you do have your off days, but it's one of them. But I think it just comes down to people always on about your weight and things like that. You kind of feel like you have to have an image now, because people obviously see that you've lost a lot of weight, and, you know, people have this image in their head, so then you feel like you have to be like that. And obviously you shouldn't have to. You do you, but you know, it is what it is, I suppose. Whilst you're losing the weight, it is so easy to forget why you did it. I remember when I first started my weight loss journey, I was 17 stone and my goal weight was 14, and I thought, oh my God, I'm never gonna get to 14 stone. Like, I did these little diets where I would like eat clean for like a couple of days and then like binge and shit like that and eat crap. And then like I would never get anywhere, and I was just too embarrassed to realize that like I needed to lose weight and that I just needed to basically sit down and think, right, I need a plan. I just thought if I just, you know, ate a bit more like fruit and veg, I'd be okay, and a bit more of a balanced diet, because I saw this girl on my Facebook, she'd lost a lot of weight, and she put on Facebook something about just like, oh yeah, what I did was I just ate more veg and I was okay. At this point, I was living with Josh for a few years, and I really got into a bad stage where I didn't eat any fruit and veg for quite a while because he doesn't eat fruit and veg, and I thought like, oh, it's a bit more expensive, I'm not going to bother buying it. And then that's where I stopped eating it, and I thought like it was really bad at one point, and that's where I just eat more sweets and stuff like that. Like sometimes I'd go through like a pack of sweets, 2 packs of sweets a day, and then I would have like, you know, a pack of donuts from Asda because they were cheap. You know, I'd always go at like 6-7 o'clock, you know, the time they reduce stuff. And then like if I was still hungry, I'd have like, you know, like other stuff in the cupboards and stuff like that. And like at the end of the day, I probably would have like 3,000 calories, if not more, depending as well. And like because I was part-time, then what I would do is just like sit at home. You know, I'd finish like a work, I do like a 6 to 11, come home and then just chill for the rest of the day, do not move my body whatsoever. You know what I mean? Like I would just sit on the sofa all day. So I can see why I was so like the way I was. But it's, I think, you've always got that thing in your head thinking like, I do not want to go back to that stage. And then obviously when I do have bad days where I do eat a bit more crap than usual, I forget, you know, it's not nowhere near the amount of calories you used to eat back in the day. But, you know, you do feel overweight, I think, if that makes sense. Even though you're not, well, still technically I am classed as overweight. But according to the BMI, but, you know, like you've always, I feel like I don't know, it's hard to explain. But, yeah, I don't know. So, yeah, I think weight's always going to be a big thing for me, personally. Which I hope it's not, because I do feel like I'm getting better slowly. Like things before, when I first stopped calorie counting, I was like, you know, looking at things and thinking, oh my God, I can't eat this, it's too many calories and things like that. And now I've got like more into it, and I feel like I can like kind of get away from the calories now, which I really like. But yeah, I think it's just hard some days. Some days you do a bit more crap than usual, and that's okay, you know what I mean? It's not like it's every day. Oh, it's gone so dark out there. I really hope that it's not too dark on camera, because it's gone quite dark now. It's quite depressing. It's only like 3:10 in the afternoon. Oh, some dark evenings. Oh yeah, I do feel sorry for the old me. Like honestly, like I just think like how badly like, you know, you get treated while you're, you know, the biggest size and stuff like that. And like I said, when you go into shops and stuff like that, I did not want to try things on in the shops. And if I did, I'd be having a meltdown in the changing rooms because it didn't either fit me and it'd be like a size 18. Or, you know, I would honestly just, yeah, hate my body and just think like, that does not look nice. I remember when me and Josh went to Primark, it was a couple of years ago now, I think it was in the Birmingham one, so the really big one. And I tried like, I think at the time you could only have, is it 6 items? I think it's gone to 10 now. And I brought loads of stuff in and did that a few times, and nothing like fit me and nothing was nice. Everything felt so ugly. I just walked out with like nothing, and I was so sad for the rest of the day. Like, so in one way I do like that, you know, I can try things on and most of the time it does fit me nicely and things like that. And before, I could never ever shop in H&M. H&M never fit me. I think at the time they only went to a size 16. I don't know if they have bigger sizes now, but yeah, I'm pretty sure at the time they only went to a size 16, maybe an 18 at the push. But yeah, and nothing ever fit me, nothing ever fit nice. Everything was always like, you know, you had to get like, even if I was a size 14, I'd have to get like a, you know, an XL and stuff like that, even though I wasn't an XL at the time, and it was just a bit like, oh. But now I really like H&M because it fits me nicely and things like that. I don't know if their sizes have got better or something like that, or if it's just me just simply losing weight. But yeah. I got something in extra, is it small or extra small, the other day in H&M, and I'm buzzing. I'm like, woof. You go, girl. But yeah, I'll be forever proud of myself for teaching myself the healthier lifestyle and things like that, and kind of a balance, and how to cook as well. When I first moved out, I felt like I could cook. I felt very confident that I could cook. Coming to it now and looking back, I mean, I moved out at 21. So it's not very exactly young, but it's not exactly old either. So yeah. So when I moved out, I was very confident I could cook and things like that. And I'd be like, oh yeah, I can cook loads of meals. Honestly, all I would do is either shove pizzas in the oven, chicken Kievs in the oven, you know, like, you know, anything like in the oven really. And then like on the hob, it'd just be like a spag bowl. That is the most I can cook. So now I feel like, you know, if I've only got a certain amount of ingredients in, say like for instance, like tonight, I can't be bothered to cook. I will literally simply just cook some bacon, cook some pasta, chuck a few spices here and there, and just cook some cream cheese, milk and things like that, and make my own cheese sauce and things like that, and a bit of cheese on top. And honestly, it's like so simple, low calorie, and so nice as well, and it fills you up. It's so good. So honestly, I feel, and then like anything really, I feel like I can cook a lot better now. And obviously they're lower calorie meals, you know, and they're filling meals as well. They're full of protein. And honestly, I feel so proud of myself for doing that, because honestly, that was the big learning curve for me. You know, you always think when it comes to losing weight, it's thinking about, you know, going to the gym and like working out and doing new steps and stuff like that. But honestly, the biggest thing of all is literally just your food, and learning how to cook proper meals and making sure there's a lot of protein in there, you know, calories is okay and things like that. And yeah, I feel pretty confident now, and I think that's why I'm not really that bothered about the calorie side anymore, because I feel pretty confident that, you know, I can live this balanced lifestyle and be okay really, and I do feel a lot better, so that's good. I swapped things out as well, which I was never really thinking I should have done, because there was always things that like I would never swap out or never thought I would, and I was so nervous about trying things. But now you know, milk for me, I don't think I'm lactose intolerant any way possible, but I honestly feel like I think it's for everyone really, if you have too much milk, honestly, I feel so rough. So I swapped my milk for almond milk. It is a bit more expensive because I buy it from I buy it from Aldi. It's 99p for a 1 litre. And obviously if you do get like a semi-skimmed or whatever, or, you know, normal milk, it is, you know, a bit cheaper and stuff like that. But honestly, I love it. You know, I have almond milk in my coffees. I have almond milk like in my protein oats and things like that. Honestly, it tastes exact same. It's probably a bit sweeter than semi-skimmed, to be honest. That's probably the only difference, but I quite like that. And yeah, I'm so glad I actually tried it and, you know, and swapped it out, because I feel so much better, honestly. So it's really nice. I swap things out, like, you know, I used to have golden syrup, now I have honey because it's better in calories. Let me just have a look at my laptop, see what else, because I can't actually remember. Low-fat cream cheese instead of normal cream cheese. I never was a really big cream cheese person anyway, but now I just have low fats, or, you know, whatever. I have Pepsi Max cans, and I used to buy, when me and Josh lived together in our old house, I used to buy, I think they were like the really, really big bottles of like Pepsi Max. I swear it was like 3 litres or 3.5 litres. They were huge, like big fat ones. They used to be like 3 for a £5 in home farm foods, and I used to always buy them. And we'd go through, like, and Fanta Fruit Twist was another one, which is full of sugar. You used to go for a bottle of that probably a night. Do you know what I mean? Like, I used to drink a lot. Josh wasn't really that much of a fan. It's me. I love a good, you know, whatever. So now, instead of buying bottles, I buy cans. It is a bit more expensive, but honestly, for me personally, I think if I'm having just a can, I will just have one. But, you know, if I was having a bottle, I'd probably finish off the bottle. Do you know what I mean? Because I hate it when it goes flat. And yeah, so I do think like buying cans is a lot better for me, so I would recommend that. And in Aldi, you can get like the fake Pepsi Max cans, which taste the exact same, not the exact same as normal, but you know, it tastes pretty similar. They're $1.69 for 6, and I just think that'll do. But obviously, you know, this time of year is great because Pepsi Max does go on offer, so I can't wait to yeah, I can't wait for it to go on offer because I'll be stocking up. I'm sure it won't be long now. It's that time of year now, isn't it? If anyone's told you, but like, you don't have to, you know, hate your favourite meals, and you don't have to eat them never, you know, ever again and stuff like that. And honestly, it's all about, I honestly did not realise this until I got, you know, the way I've, you know, getting into it really. But you don't have to have this as a diet. It's more of a lifestyle change. And I don't think you realise that until you're actually in it and you go, actually, yeah, it is a lifestyle change. Because I thought, you know, I'll just diet for a year and see what happens. And then it was like, actually, yeah, I would never go back to my old eating habits because one, I wouldn't want to. And two, yeah, I just feel like I don't need to anymore. So yeah. Just have to remember it's a lifestyle change, not a diet. So if you do want to go on holiday and have them higher calorie meals, go for it. If you do want to, you know, you kind of have to work around your like lifestyle really. For me personally, I'm more of a home gal. Like I don't really go out that often, so I don't, you know, if I do, it's the odd meal here and there. But I'm not out every weekend, you know. Like sometimes, like most weekends, me and Josh do have a cheeky takeaway. So I am having like a high calorie meal per week. But we don't have many plans, to be honest. I'm quite boring, but I think that's quite nice because I am a very boring person. I'm not boring, it's just, I'd rather just, you know, chill when I can and like just go for walks here and there and things like that. So yeah, and I'm always at work anyway, so it's all fun, isn't it? So yeah, I would definitely just remember that you know, you can, you know, go on holiday and, you know, have high calorie meals, have a high calorie week, you know, like just remember, you know, you do you and it'll all come together. Don't stress too much. I know it's easier said than done. Obviously I stressed a lot, but you know, when you come out of it, you realise that, you know, it's really not that deep. You can do it and you can have a cheeky takeaway here and there. So don't just stop it because you're on a diet. And also another thing as well, people do forget, you don't have to go to the gym. If you don't want to go to the gym, don't go to the gym. If I know this girl on my Instagram, I don't think she watches my YouTubes. If you do, hello. But I know this girl on my Instagram and she lost 4 stone, I think it was. Honestly, and she never went to the gym once. She doesn't do exercise much and things like that. And honestly, she has done so well for herself. Honestly, I don't know how she does it. She just keeps a track on her calories. I don't know how she does it because for me personally, I love a good cheeky sweet treat, but she is like smashing it. I don't know how she does it, honestly. Like I'm so proud of her. So yeah, if you don't want to go to the gym, fair enough, don't go. I haven't been to the gym since July and I've actually lost like 2 pounds, I think it is. I weigh myself weekly and I think I'm at 11 stone 12 now. And yeah, and long story short, I just get my steps in. I do about 10 to 15k a day on average, and I just make sure I got my steps in and things like that really, and yeah, it helps me out quite a lot. But to be honest, I don't do 15k because I do eat too much sweets. But if I didn't eat that much sweets, then I probably wouldn't have to do 15k steps. But I do a lot of walking anyway because I don't drive, so that's why. If I did drive still, then I probably wouldn't do many steps, but I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, but yeah, don't go to the gym if you don't want to. There's always different ways. I've got a walking pad now and it's so good. I really like it. I'm always on TikTok live, so I'll pop my TikTok down below and you can check it out because I'm normally on TikTok live on it and I'm always catching up talking about weight loss and things like that. So check me out on there. But yeah, there's always like you can see YouTube videos at home. There's like, you can do like weights at home and things like that. You obviously go for walks and things like that, but obviously if you live in England it's a bit harder. That's why I've got a walking pad. I'll link it down below. I got it from Amazon, but you can get it from TikTok shop as well, but I'll link it down below because I quite like it, and I've had it for about 2 weeks now and it's done me well, so I'll link it down below. And yeah, I think that's it really. There's always exercises some way you can do you know what I mean? But yeah, but I obviously went to the gym to lose my weight and I really, really did enjoy it. I just loved going to the gym for an hour, doing what I need to do, and just come home, and it was really nice. So yeah, it's always about personal preference, really. Don't force yourself something you don't want to do. You will get to the weight you need to be at. It's just, you know, practice and all that stuff, really. But I hope this all helped. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. Please comment down below what you want to see next, and yeah, I'll see you next time.